Hey everyone, welcome back to Split View. My name is Geordie, with me the beautiful Tom, as always. He's here and he's beautiful. I hope everyone had a nice Christmas, because this one actually came out 2 weeks after Christmas, but I realized I didn't say it last week.
2 weeks after it.
Well, because the last one that
1
came...
week.
Well, not by the time it comes out, though.
We record on Monday and that comes out Sunday.
Yeah. So it is 1 week after. Either way, I hope
Okay.
everyone had a nice Christmas.
Oh, actually, hold on. Before we begin, I was
Okay.
listening back to one of the old episodes.
Which one?
I'm fucking the first or second one. You said you were 21 years old. You
Did
said
I?
you have 21 years on this God's green earth, and then the other episode you're like, oh, I'm 22.
I don't know what the fuck...
What is happening,
I
Jordy?
don't know. I don't fucking know, dude.
Can I trust what you say?
No, you can't. Which is almost a good segue.
Jordy's like
into...
looking away from me. Okay, now he's looking at me. That's
No,
creepy.
okay, well, if you're gonna mention that, I'm like, I'm looking away out of embarrassment because I don't know what the fuck. I was so certain, and I still was, and I still sort of am, and I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know what changed.
Okay.
But I was so fucking certain that I was 22 for some reason. But either way, I gained a year, I guess.
Exactly,
So it's better than me thinking I was like 19.
You got a free year.
I got a free year.
I hear it's your week, Jordy.
I do. I hear it is my week as well. But
Okay.
first, I want to say something which I thought was kind of cool. On my Christmas day, I
Your
went
Christmas day specifically.
my specific one
Yeah.
because I was living my specific one. So that's the
Okay,
way I can
yeah.
tell the story. I went for a lovely lunch with my girlfriend's family, and her brother. I'm not gonna name drop. I don't know if they'll be all right with that, so I
Okay.
won't do it.
Maybe he wants the clout.
Maybe he does, but I don't know. Her younger brother mentioned that he listened to the show about free will,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know. Everyone was like, I literally started a massive debate on like Christmas Day because of this show, and I thought that was the best thing ever. I thought that was so cool.
I thought you were gonna say they listened to you talking about the game and got very concerned.
No. Well, everyone always gets concerned when they hear me talking about the game.
Okay.
But like they were pissed off because they think they do have free will. I still don't think so.
Okay.
So I just wanted to, I've had some time to think about it and all that sort of stuff. So before I get into the actual topic of the show,
Yeah.
I want to reinstate even further that you don't have free will.
Okay.
I've had the time to think
Sure.
about it. I'm still right. So here's why.
Okay. I've thought about it and I am correct.
I thought about it and I'm still definitely correct. And here's why. I've taken the time to look into it and give you,
Okay.
everyone listening, some more reasons
Jordy
why.
has pulled out his phone.
I
He's
pulled
gonna
out my
read
phone. I've
notes.
got my notes here. Now what I did is I looked up the definition of free will.
Okay.
All right. Now free will in humans, specifically,
Not cats.
not cats,
Okay.
is the power or capacity to choose among alternatives or to act in certain situations independently of natural, social, or divine restraints,
Define restraints.
which means like God and
God, yeah.
stuff.
Religious kind of
So,
shit.
do you think you can make any decisions in that way?
Yes, I can, because halfway through that definition, it said act accordingly or act by yourself in certain situations.
You can act, like, choose among alternatives or to act in certain situations without anything around you, essentially.
I feel like I don't have 100% free will. I don't feel like anyone has, because I'm always going to be influenced, as I said last time. So I reckon my viewpoint still holds up. Like, some things I can decide, but overall, like, the top-down view of my life, I'm just kind of, I'm filling in the grooves, I'm going to the path that's laid before me.
Fair enough. I also I've been gifted which is going to make me sound very pretentious this episode, a beginner's guide to like philosophical greats.
Okay.
So I've like been reading that. I've been
Got my philosophical
yeah,
grades right
he's
here.
pointing at his Necronomicon over there. Which means, and I've noticed that I fall under, I'm not a philosopher by any means, but I do think a lot in that realm. I spend a lot of time thinking that way, and I fall into a category of rationalist thinkers. Okay?
Do you know about a a Wikipedia called Rational Wiki?
No?
So I was shown this. I went to like TAFE for a course or so, like a Cert 3 or something, and there was this guy, like, really creepy kind of dude. Like, he would talk about random shit, and he showed me this site called the Rationale Wiki, and it's basically a list of people who, like, are insane, I guess, and they call
nice.
themselves rationalist, like Francis Edek, There's a bunch of other people. I think Sargon of Akkad, if you know who he is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's on that wiki. Like, basically, there's a wiki of people that call themselves rationales or free thinkers that are like actual insane sociopaths. I just thought that was kind of,
it honestly
critical to
makes sense
mention.
because the way I think does sort of like fall into that category a lot of the time. It's just like taking like I don't have fucking because all these philosophers are so old. They almost all revolve
They're all
around.
dead, Jordy.
Okay,
Most
yes,
of them.
that's true. But they revolve around God and stuff. Like they all are like
Okay.
centric on a religion, and I don't have that.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of like the simple task of getting yourself a glass of water, right?
Yep.
Is it your free will to get that glass of water?
It's my free will which glass I choose and which liquid I pour into the glass, but I needed that glass of water because my body was, needing the hydration. So
You answered my question right away there.
yeah.
That's very not good because I had a lot of time.
It's almost
planned for
like
that.
I know what you're saying and I can like predict what you're gonna say.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be a fucking dick about it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
But like that was my point. It was like even like little things like going to do something or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you can ever truly make a decision. Like if you're getting that glass of water, say you're playing a game, right? Or you're reading a book or whatever, you don't literally stop the word you're on, close the book, and immediately go and get that.
Yeah,
Like because you willed it, you immediately get up and
I guess
you know what I
so.
mean?
Yeah.
Like you wait till you finish that page, and then
Yeah.
you put it down, and then you go and you fill up the glass of water, do whatever the fuck you want, right? So my point is,
Yep.
no one has free will. You're all zombies that
Okay,
are pre-configured to
Zombies
do.
can choose what brains they eat, though, Jordy.
No, I don't think
they
they're smart
taste.
enough to know that.
They might see a nice, juicy Einstein and think, his brains are
Well, he's
particularly...
dead, so I don't think his brain tastes very nice anymore.
It might be like beef jerky.
My point is, like, you wait for, like, surrounding activities and thoughts to, like, inadvertently guide you
Yeah.
towards things.
I think that's called survival, Jordy. Your body signaling that you need resources.
Well, not just in that case. I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
if you will to go and kill someone, like, there's lots of things that you need to do along that path. You can't just immediately kill the first thing you look at.
I mean, realistically, if you think about it, like our consciousness and like the hobbies that we do, that's just kind of like an abstraction layer on top of the fact that we're biological machines. Our purpose is to survive,
Yeah.
and everything we do on top of that is to stop us from going insane. So realistically, it doesn't kind of matter. We're just always
I guess
consuming
not.
resources.
And, like, it's all this ties down to the fact that we are, like, the only creatures that we know of which have the ability to think about thinking. And, like,
you keep saying this, but we're like really not. Like there's dolphins.
dolphins are not, like, committing suicide because they've gone insane and are, like...
I think they kind of are. I think that does happen. Dolphins
Speaking
are
of,
smart.
that also came up at Christmas. The
Oh,
whole
yeah,
dolphin
me
thing,
talking
which I thought
about-
was fucking awesome
Okay.
as well. I think that's
What do they think about me? Because I always mention this like weird, wacky shit.
they
They're
just
like, Jordy, why do you do a podcast with an insane person?
no, they don't.
With a fucking degenerate.
You really think you're the one that sounds insane when you're sitting in this room with
Yeah.
me? Well,
Yeah.
like that's the good thing about it is like you just happen to know funny shit and websites and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
funny.
fucking actually insane, and I'm
Okay.
I'm publicly telling people that every single week for
All right.
9 weeks straight now.
Sure.
But what I wanted to talk about this episode, now that I've put that to rest, is that like you don't have free will at all. No
gone
one
and
does. As I want to talk about 42,
Oh, nice.
the meaning of life.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the number in culture.
No,
Okay. That would have been interesting. I had a story about
the number 42 specifically.
kind of about that.
All right, tell me.
You've played Dishonored, right?
Yes,
You've played maybe Dishonored 2?
I've tried to play it, but it's terrible. So I couldn't.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You've played there's some other games as well. So, you know how in Dishonored you can use pin codes on doors maybe?
Yeah.
What's the first number that you choose in that game? What's the first pin code that you enter in both those games?
I'm guessing 42.
Nope. 0451.
Why?
Because in Deus Ex, the first pin code you enter was 0451. In Prey, the first pin code you enter is 0451. In System Shock, the first pin code you enter is 451. In System Shock 2, the first pin code you enter is 0451.
What the hell? Really?
There is about 40 games where the first pin code you enter is 0451. It's kind of unrelated, but it's just one of those things about numbers that I was like thinking about the other day. Like some numbers just have an importance that they show up everywhere. This one's intentional because most of those games are made by Ion Storm, They made System Shock
I
and
was gonna say they're all made by the same people, pretty much.
kinda
Like,
yeah. I think Ion Storm kind of turned into Arcane Studios.
yeah.
But the pin code to the Ion Storm headquarters was 451. So
Huh.
I just thought that was kind
I
of
just thought
funny.
it's like one of those cool Disney things. Like Disney has the number of the dorm room or whatever that they first started
Okay.
Disney in.
Isn't there like a weird pedophile dungeon place in Disney?
Well, Disney what? Probably. I mean, Disney owns everything, right? They have to own some form of like sex,
What does that
child
mean?
sex ring or something.
I
like,
love how I say that and you're like, well, did what? You just kind of stopped.
Well, because I didn't know what you were talking about.
Okay,
I was
so-
trying to go along with you, and then it registered.
There is in Disney World, there's like the cafe restaurant area, right?
Mm.
And apparently there's a secret area that only
Really?
the high echelon people can go to, but
What is the high echelon of Disney?
Pedophiles.
Oh, I see.
yeah. Dan Schneider and his fucking weird foot fetish.
And what's his name? Fucking Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein, the man who have not killed himself.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He's fine.
Nah,
He's alive.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Some people got money.
Everyone got money,
Yeah.
dude.
Everyone does get money.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about the meaning of life,
Okay, so
and let's segue into that.
I kind of talked about that like briefly, like
Well, that's what.
5
Yeah, you
minutes
did.
ago. I
You
was
did.
saying, everything is just kind of an abstraction on top of like a survival instinct.
Yeah, and I wanted to because obviously, like, that is almost the entire basis of philosophy is like
Yeah.
giving meaning to existence,
Interpreting the world.
interpreting the world. Yeah, and I've had a lot of like super cool, like I don't know, not like epiphanies is what is coming to my head, but it's not epiphanies, like not to that
Realizations.
grandeur, like realizations.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I'm like, that's pretty fucking whack.
Shit's whack, dude.
Shit's fucking whack. This is why I shouldn't be allowed to like tell philosophy. I feel like the irony in me telling philosophical things is just like maxed out in
Because you have
stupidity.
such a colloquial vocabulary.
Exactly. Like I say fuck, shit, and dick, and I'm
Yeah.
talking about like, all these philosophical greats like fucking what's his name, Jeffrey Epstein.
What? Have you read have you like at all read Shakespeare's kind of shit, like his plays and his kind of philosophy?
I did for school. I read Romeo and Juliet.
I like haven't, but it crops up a bunch like excerpts from his books, and he is fucking strange literarily wise.
Oh yeah.
Like he has I think one sentence is like what you egg parentheses he stabs him. What the
That's
fuck does that mean?
That's being memed at the moment. Do you know he came up with in a pickle? He made that up.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fun little
So
fact.
he's-
I don't know why I know that.
He's to blame for Rick and Morty's I'm Pickle Rick then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh shit.
Basically, what that means is that Pickle Rick is a direct correlation to William Shakespeare.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone else listening to this already knows this if they have more than
You
like
can trace
a
a
million IQ.
direct right line of lineage.
Exactly, because it is a high IQ show. Even the
Okay.
creators.
Jordy, I don't think you understand. You have to have a pretty high IQ to understand Rick and Morty. The subtle nuances just completely fly over a normal viewer's head.
That's why I don't. It's just like pretty colors for me, right? When I watch it,
Yeah.
it's very colorful. I like it.
Pretty colors and sounds.
Yeah.
I like Rick and Morty. I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't.
No, I do
We
too.
talk about it. None of us. We don't actively laugh at it. I'll chuckle at like a funny bit or like an obscure reference, but it's
It's entertaining. It's
Yeah,
good
it's a
to
good
watch.
show,
It's a
yeah.
well-made show, and it's like it's different. That's why I like it, because it's like people, not because of like the whole fucking shitty like it's a million IQ type shit. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just different to other shows.
Yeah,
it's
it's like-
like it's
a unique surrealist sci-fi comedy,
yeah.
which I
It's
very
the
much
type
enjoy.
of comedy that I like. It's just like someone's fucking dying. It's like, oh geez, this isn't great, Rick.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
yeah, like you wouldn't really say that, would you? That's funny. That's comedy.
Very realist. You know?
Yeah. And I'm a realist according
Okay,
to
you're
philosophy.
rational.
A rationalist. Yeah.
You're a rationalist.
I'm insane.
Yeah.
But meaning of life. 42. Someone
Yeah.
has to say it because I knew someone was going to make the joke. If
Okay.
it wasn't you, it's someone who's thinking it in the audience. I would like to continue without having to reference. What is that movie? 42 is in
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Hitchhiker's
Galaxy.
Guide, yeah.
The
If not,
Deep
my
Thought.
dad would mention it or something. You know.
People hate that movie. I don't
That's
like.
because it's not good.
I reckon it's good.
I haven't seen it in yonks, but I can't
I have it
imagine
on
it's very
Blu-ray
good.
if you want to borrow it. There's people who hate that because it was based on like a BBC micro game called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and like the story. I mean, the movie basically follows it, but they kind of simplified it and all that. Like characters are kind of
I didn't
copying.
know it was a game.
Yeah, I didn't either until like maybe 5 years ago. I saw someone playing it and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think I don't know. I don't know how it became such a big meme, the whole 42 thing. Like, it means literally like everyone. It's like just one of those things.
Did it originate with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I think so. Because you know how they like had the big computer and they tried to get
deep thought. Yeah, but is that where it started?
I mean, I don't know. It could have been an inside joke on an inside joke from something else.
I would like Wikipedia that actually.
Well, you have a look at that. I'll just want to preface before we get into this that, as everyone knows, we both don't believe in a god or anything. So when I think about like the meaning of life, I try to interpret it in my own sense. I saw it from like a literal sense, in that, quite literally, like your parents decided to fuck one day and here you are.
Yeah, okay.
Like you had, at no point could you or were you consulted in the process before you were born, right? So I don't think that.
What does that mean?
It means it. Well, you can't be, right?
Yeah.
You were just put. It means you were just put here.
Okay.
Which means that
without consent, you were introduced into this world to suffer and die.
Yes, pretty much. Not in the nihilistic way that you just said, but even though my views are quite nihilistic after I read them out loud.
Yeah.
In like while I was like at work today, brushing up, ready for the podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, I was trying to think about it and put it in a nice way, but I really can't. Like, that's just how I see it. It's like, you were put here. I don't think you can add some sort of like deep existential reason for anyone to be here. Like, a lot of people say like, I was put here to change the world and to do things like that. All these like famous artists and stuff, right? Who say that. And I think what they had was a talent which stood out from the rest.
I mean,
like, you weren't put here. There was no grand design which put you here. You were like, you may think you were put here, but in reality,
the way
a good turn of sequence of events which led you to this point in your life.
Yeah, the way I look at it, coming back to that abstraction thing. So, the way I interpret it, the point of life is to survive. You have to. I mean, you can. It's more to procreate, isn't it? Like, the point of life is to survive and like surviving.
When I try to think about it myself, it was like the whole point of life is to continue it.
Yeah.
In a way, like, because if we stop, then everything stops. We need to make more life to keep ourselves safe in the long run. Like, it's just like that is literally the only thing that needs to happen if we want to continue. Like, that's it. What
I was kind of getting onto is that I don't think there is a point to life. I don't think there is. I think it's just kind of an exponential. Like, I think at one point a meteor crashed into the Earth. Sugars from that meteor, like, mixed with amino acids, and then like sun rays kind of accelerated that process. Life was created, and it just kind of spiraled out of control. And because of evolution and survival of the fittest, we just happen to emerge because we're really good at manipulating resources, and we're good at procreating. We can create more life. So I feel like everything else you do is just to kind of fill in your time before you die or have kids.
Exactly. And the thing is like, the irony in it is that a lot of people, like, innately we are supposed to procreate, right? That's the whole sort of point of life in a very broad way. But people don't even want to do it. I find it so interesting to me that like the innate need to procreate, which theoretically should be in everyone's mind, right? Like, so many people don't want to do it. I'm one of them, really. Like, at this point in my life, I don't want to do it. I probably will.
It's because there's a calculation that happens when you want to have kids. It's like, hey, do I have enough resources to support the kid? And if not, then that kid's just gonna have like a shit life. And you don't want to introduce something into life that's gonna suffer. Yeah. Even though you're suffering anyway, suffer even more so.
Yeah. It's like there's so, and I think, given the circumstances that the current generation of people now who are likely to have kids soon are in, like, the birth rate is going to go down.
It's already going
it already
down.
has substantially gone down.
Japan's fucking like
Japan's like barren.
Holy shit!
Like it's like a real. Did you know that I think they're actually like uncensoring porn over there?
Wow, holy
That's
shit!
true. They're uncensoring porn over there, so that
I don't know if
because
I like
of that because they need people to actively go out and do it again.
The whole point of it was because
I don't know if that's real. I don't know where I read that, but I'm pretty sure it was
the whole point of censoring it was so that
to keep
people
things faithful, right? Or no?
Because they would to, like motivate people to want to see it in real life, you know. So even though you can find it, and it's like some decency acts. Like essentially, Japan at one point was very open about sexuality. Like they would have public baths and all that, and then Americans came and kind of fucked it up and be like, "Wow, that's weird. You guys should change that."
Sit here and tell me that Americans ruined something.
Wow, that's a surprise, Jordy. Wow, yeah. Holy shit.
We're gonna have no one who listens from America.
Also, I tried googling the definition or the originations of 42, and it keeps saying Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and like binary, since 42 in binary is like 10101010 maybe. Wait,
I'll believe you.
2 4 8 16 32. No, it's 101010.
You can't do 42 in.
You can.
Binary.
Do you not know how binary works?
No, Tom.
Okay, look at my fingers, right?
Yeah.
So this is 1 2 4 8 16. If I want to make 10, 2 4 8 plus 2. So these two are 10. 0 1 1 is 10.
I see.
Or not 0 1. Yeah, no. 0 1 0 1. Yeah.
Huh.
I still have to use my fingers like I'm not some like computer whiz that can do it in my head. I kind of can, but only for like 8 bits. But...
Yeah. Minecraft
what?
Minecraft up to 64.
Yeah. I like that though. That kind of what sparked my interest in wanting to know binary shit, because 64 is a very nice number.
It's funny because I know like all because of Minecraft.
You know, 32, 16, 24, 8.
All that. Yeah. I probably would. I mean, I would have worked it out, but like
that genuinely helps me though.
Like it helps me. Yeah, playing that game has like helped me in a lot of ways. It's helped me be more creative and stuff. Yeah, I cannot. This is just like a nice little shout out to Minecraft, I think.
Yeah, Minecraft's fucking great. I love Minecraft.
Play it. Like I know we've talked about it before, but seriously, go play it. It's therapeutic. There's nothing bad about it. Go make a zombie villager into a regular one.
Yeah, 10 is 0 1 0 1.
Spend hours doing that because that's literally how long it takes. Anyway, for the meaning of life, which is again what we were talking about, trying to talk about. I think if you're gonna look at it, if you want to put some sort of label on like a nice meaning behind it, it's to find something that you like to do. You know, like if I'm trying to be broad as possible, like is to just be happy, right?
Yeah, that's the like you want to like do
that's
shit
ultimately what you want to do.
Keeps you entertained, you know.
Try and take the connotations away from the word, but find pleasure in your life, right? Like you want to be able to have fun, go on holidays, do this, do that, and for that to happen, you need to go through the rigmarole of regular living and probably not be happy in that time, but you know, it is what it is.
That's why I was saying the last episode about free will. I wouldn't like. I'd have to find shit to do. You know, if I had like infinite money, infinite everything.
Yeah.
I would buy shit that interests me, like to like have fun with it. But it would
almost immediately lose interest to you.
Because
you can do anything.
It's not to solve an interest. I mean, to solve a problem. It's because of an interest. You know. So I don't know. I feel like I'd run out of things to do. Like I'd have to just create things.
Yeah. Maybe that would be a nice like inventor hack, is to just rid yourself of wanting anything and then you just make things.
So I'm on my phone because I'm trying to find. I got reminded of Francis Edek. He's an insane like person on the rationale.
I think you showed me his website. Doesn't he have a
I think I did a while ago.
Maniac website which had like electricity
cubes. That's Gene Ray. That's Time Cube.
Oh yeah.
4 simultaneous corners, all happening at 24 individual angles. He died not too long ago, and his domain kind of is in limbo. But yeah, that guy's fucking insane, and he's probably a pedophile. Like, there's some questionable pictures of him.
I'm sure there is when it comes to like weird cult shit. Like having pictures of like your penis dipped in mayonnaise or something.
Excuse me?
Is not something that.
Can you please explain that?
Well, isn't that what every cult leader does? Like that's how you have to like become a leader, is dip your penis in mayonnaise. That's what I heard.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and then your homies have to all like lick it off for you.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Trust me.
Yeah,
I'm a cult leader.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a cult leader of about 8 cults. I just can't get enough of it, dude. Help me.
You're a cult leader in
I like
horses.
to dip my penis in mayonnaise.
Just can't
Wouldn't that give you like a lot of fucking
that's
infections? That would give you some.
Yeah.
That would give you some real bad times.
Would
I
you
think.
get you get like a UTI if you're like a dude.
Sure.
Women would get like, oh, there was that one story of someone using mayonnaise as lube and then
No.
yeah, I better not mention it.
Why
to be
the
honest,
fuck do people do that? Why?
because they're desperate, dude. They
Yeah,
have.
I have never. Okay, I guess I'm just not.
Go on.
I
I've
said
never. You
it-
stopped yourself.
I said
okay.
it and then realized that like my parents listen to this as well, so that makes it
Do
a
your
bit.
parents really care?
Probably not. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's like I've never been that desperate in my life where I've needed to like. I heard this story and I really hope it's not true.
Okay.
But one of my friends at school said he was so desperate and he didn't have protection that he used a chip packet. Now think about a chip packet.
That wouldn't work.
Shit hurts.
You'd cut her up. Like
You would literally fucking annihilate. Like no, she cannot want it that bad that you were like eviscerating the inside of her beef curtains because
What
you fucking.
dude hasn't like? Is the dude seriously like not gonna just try to pull out? Like, is he seriously gonna use a chip packet instead?
I don't know. I don't like. Also, wouldn't you just get like crumbs and like residue in your fucking like?
Dude,
cock?
come on, stop.
You would. Like if you
Everybody
like
washed it
cheese and
out.
bacon balls, like that shit's caked in there, dude. That's like greased and like
Fucking hell,
dusted
dude.
up in there.
Why not even like a freezer bag or something? Like something that's not
I don't
fucking
know.
like metal, like literally like
I guess they just
plated metal plastic.
really needed to do it, dude.
I don't know about that.
I have so
dude.
many fucking stories of like my high school because I left the school that I met Tom at
Yeah.
in like grade 10 because
You left me all alone, dude.
well, I left everyone all alone because I wanted to die and I decided overnight that I needed to change everything and it sort of worked, but here I am, I'm alive, right?
Stopgap solutions.
Yes, I don't know. It worked at the time. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's not the point. The point is, like, when I moved to this other school, it was a public school, which doesn't really mean much because, honestly, like, the vibe and everything was much better at a public school than it was at
Is it really there?
It was much better, dude. It was, honestly, like, even the kids were somehow more well-behaved there than, like...
They're more real, dude.
They're not
kids are
more
more
real.
real.
It's just, like, they don't care.
Yeah,
You know, it's just, like, it's like fucking whatever.
I guess that's public school in general. This
Yeah,
is
like-
the C school, right?
Yeah, the C school, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
There's I mean I'm when I go to uni, like they get on the train, they don't seem too bad. Like they play loud music, but they're not like misbehaving kids.
all kids do that as far as I'm
Yeah.
aware. But, like, it's...
They're not like slamming on like the doors and like harassing passengers. I've never seen that happen with like
It's also
C
hard to,
students.
like, judge them based on what they're doing outside of school time, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's if once they're there and they're like just acting the way they usually are, like they just sort of don't care compared to the first school that I went to. But, like, there is a big problem with, like, it was just this one dude who could not keep his fucking dick in his pants, right? And I'm pretty
Okay.
sure he got like 2 or 3 girls pregnant in like
Oh my god.
when it wasn't like he got one from my school, I think,
Yeah, one
Like,
from, okay, he
and
got
then the
one,
rest
dude.
was like external. And
Side hers as it was.
I don't know where I heard it from, but like it's just like I just kept hearing that this one guy was like kept getting girls pregnant. So I'm like, surely you would realize after the first time you're like, maybe I should be a bit careful.
Maybe he doesn't give a shit.
And then the second time you would be like, huh, I'm leaving my like stupid fucking like 0 brain cell seed in all these ladies. Shouldn't I stop before I
He's probably a bit of a
prolong
quick
my
shot.
name anymore? And then the third time it happens, he's like, oh, maybe 3 is a good, nice number to wrap it up
Yeah.
at. I don't know.
He knew what he was doing. He had to have.
Yeah, he was fucking stupid.
Okay.
He was stupid. So that's why I
He
didn't
was
like...
fucking stupid, letting them come
Oh,
inside of
yeah,
him.
yeah. In every single way, he was
Yeah.
fucking stupid. But, all right. I want to tangent off into a fun little thing that everyone can do at home, but I'm going to ask you about it here. For your... So it's a little thought experiment. I hope you haven't heard of it. It's
Okay.
called The Beetle in the Box. Do you
Nope.
know about it? Okay. So it's something that I looked up because I wanted to have a nice sort of like philosophical discussion about something. Get some conversation going. So I want everyone at home to imagine this as well. I want you to imagine that you have a box, and in that box is a beetle.
Okay.
Now, only you can see your beetle, right?
Is this
So-
like a quantum entanglement kind of thing?
It could possibly
Quantum
it
superposition?
could be linked to that, but it's
Okay.
more. I'm sort of like trying to tie it into a like philosophical
Yeah.
level. But So I cannot see yours, you cannot see mine.
Okay. So
Right?
I have a box with a beetle in it, and we can only see our own beetles.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
Now, what would happen if you were in a room with 20 people and you were all holding your box? What would you do? What would your thoughts be?
I don't know. I want to protect this box. Does
You wanna
everyone else
protect
have a
the
box
box.
with a beetle? What do their beetles look like?
So what you know is that everyone has a box with a beetle.
Yeah.
You know that everyone has a box with a beetle.
Yeah.
You can't prove it in any way,
Yes.
but you know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what I wanted to know is like what my first thought, for instance, would to be like I really want to know what everyone else has in their box, right?
Okay.
But see, what you said is you wanted to protect yours. And I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because like this is actually tied in to the outer minds theory, right?
Okay.
This is almost directly
Sure.
correlated to the fact that it replaced the
You
box
don't know
with a
for
beetle,
sure that other
with
people
your
have
brain.
a beetle. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can never know, you know based on your brain
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
likely that everyone else has one,
Okay.
but you don't know for sure, right?
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is like it ties in more ways than one. Like I think what you would do is you would start to lie. Some people would lie based on your personality, right?
Lie about what?
Say like,
My beetle's
maybe-
huge, dude. My beetle's big and thick.
exactly. Like not in like a joke way, but like
Yeah.
maybe you look at it and your beetle looks sick. You would say like my beetle looks fine.
Okay. Sure.
Like
Yeah.
people do if their brain
Yeah.
is sick
I
and
get
they
what you
want
mean,
like it's just like I thought it was such a good like visual representation of that the way that I sort of came up with like the whole I didn't come up with the outer minds theory of course, but like after I brought it up I wanted to present it in a way that people might understand like a bit better, but like it's like everyone's brain is the same as the beetle in the box. You cannot
Everyone's brain is a beetle.
everyone's brain is a beetle
Yeah.
in a box.
That is a good way of visualizing that, because
Yeah.
when you speak about the outer minds theory, it's always in kind of like a, I guess it
Like a tinfoil hat scratching on the walls kind of way.
I guess it's the premise of the outer minds theory is it's a very like protective kind of thing, or like
Yeah.
there's a word for it. It's a very not selfish. I don't know. There's a word for it. Like it's a
Yeah.
very my own self kind of
Self-involved almost. Like,
self-protection kind of thing.
yeah,
like,
yeah. I know what
one
you
of
mean.
those,
Yeah, and I'm sure everyone else does too. It's like I wanted to like I just saw it while I was looking through. I literally looked up like philosophical conundrums and stuff
Yeah,
that I could talk
yeah.
about. And when that one came up, I'm like, this is perfect. Like this is how I wanted, how I should have said it if I knew how to say it that
Yeah.
way. So like I just think you would say like, oh, my beetle is doing very well. Like it's directly correlated to your own self. It's like
Yeah.
we have no reason to lie about it, but we also know.
I mean, there are reasons to lie about it. Like you might get put into a mental institution if your beetle isn't that sound.
Yeah, that's
so
one thing I should think about when I say all this publicly, isn't
that's
it?
fine. Whatever. You're not killing anyone.
No,
yet.
well, I mean, not that anyone knows of, but
yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty good at hiding them, dude.
Yeah, well, after the first few, you just sort of get used to it, It's
Yeah.
like, it's just a Monday. You go to work, you record the podcast, you kill a few people on the way home, run them down,
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
The
my
old-
car doesn't smell very nice anymore, but
Okay.
yeah, I think like if you want to put a nice sort of visual representation on it for people who aren't insane like me, just try and
Okay.
imagine like based on that, this is what I want everyone else to do at home, is to just sort of like think about your own mind in that way as the same as the beetle in the box, and like you can this is what a lot of philosophers would do. They would take what they know and just assume because you have to, right? You can never know. You can never truly know. So I can't remember who it was. I think it was, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Hume, Hume. I'm guessing Hume is the way
What's
you
his
say
first name?
it. John or something.
John Hughes.
Not John Hughes.
Okay.
I should have written this down.
Isn't John Hughes the Home Alone dude who wrote the Home Alone movies?
I don't know who wrote the Home Alone movies. I
Wow,
really
you don't, dude?
No, I
Wow.
don't. I know that Macaulay Culkin's in it and he does drugs. That's what I know.
He doesn't do drugs anymore. He's on
He's in rehab.
No, he's like fine now. He's on
How does he not look fine though?
he does, like he's on Best of the Worst, like a show I watch. He's a regular guest and he looks great.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to hear. Good
Yeah.
job, Macaulay Culkin.
I'll get
You
a
should-
picture
you
of
should
him
come
while
on
I'm-
the show. And
He seems like a pretty chill dude. He
And-
worked at Subway for like 12 years. So,
Did he?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's pretty old by now. So, yeah, I'll Google it, but
He went from looking like he was 9 to looking like he was 58.
he looked like the fucking Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, he did not look like he was doing well.
Yeah.
That being said, you should still come on the show, Macaulay Culkin,
He is...
and talk about philosophical things with me.
He's 39.
39. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
What does he look like?
I'll get you a picture.
Yeah, I think if you go home, that's your homework, everyone listening, all two of
Google
you.
pictures of Macaulay Culkin.
And also to think about your brain and go deep into a rabbit hole.
He looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. He enjoys shitty movies. Like, he's on a show I like to watch called Best of the Worst, and there's literally Home Alone 3 on the table now, or 4. They're reviewing it, along with Quigley and shit. But here's another picture of him without glasses.
Oh, wow.
He looks great, though.
He kind of looks like, what's that one guy, Grant Denyer? Do you know him? Look him up. You'd know him if you saw him. He sort of looks like
him with the AVGN. Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Grant Denyer, Grantdenyer. He was like the host of like Australian Family Feud.
Oh yeah, he plays a goldfish in a bunch of kids' cartoons.
Probably, yeah. Like he reminds me of like
he
a
does.
sort of like off the tracks a little bit, Grant Denyer. But if you have a look at him, you probably know what I meant more. But I think if I'm going back to what we were talking about again,
let's keep talking about Macaulay Culkin.
All right.
Here's a picture of him looking sad.
Jeez, wow.
That's from the Angry Video Game Nerd one.
This is very entertaining for everyone at home.
I love this picture. He looks so smug.
He still looks like he's 8 in the face, but like...
He's the same person, Jordy. I don't know if you know this.
No. His face looks like he's 8, but the rest of him looks like...
Oh, yeah, this one really looks like he's 8.
What the hell?
Basically, guys at home, just Google Macaulay Culkin Best of the Worst, and there's a bunch of pictures of him looking smug, and he honestly still looks like a kid. Holy fuck.
What the fuck? Is that a mugshot?
Yes. He literally, that's how he looks in Home Alone. Like, he makes that face.
What did he get arrested for? Drugs?
Yeah, fuckloads of drugs, probably.
Fair
I think
enough.
so. Yeah. I'm actually finding that there's no, okay, I was going to say there's no bad pictures of him, but there's one where
I saw that. That was in some person that I watched. He was just sort of in a video for some reason.
Yeah.
Like at the end for like a second. I don't remember why or who or what or why, but...
He kind of looks like what's the kid who played Anakin Skywalker, whose life was ruined?
I don't remember.
Anakin Skywalker. Oh. Hey Google, who played Anakin Skywalker in Revenge of the Sith? I think that's the one. Hayden Christensen. Wow, Google fucking came through.
Google always comes through, dude.
Yeah. I really do like Google. I mean, we talk conspiracies about it, but it's worlds ahead of like Alexa and Cortana and Siri.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's not hard.
Like they
when you have like when the basis of your searches is from the
wait, it's not Hayden Christensen.
Almost the only. By the way, if those of you listening who actually know the person's name, try not to get too pissed off because my girlfriend got mad at us for not knowing. I can't remember it again. The guy who made The Shining.
Why did you say you can't remember it? Because I can't remember it now. Fucking hell. I really like him as well.
This is fucking awesome.
I'm sorry, Ali. He's twice. A very good person, and I like him. I just do not forget. Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick.
We couldn't...
I'm looking in a mirror while I say that.
we couldn't remember. Yeah. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so she... Oh, and also, speaking of, again, this has all come up, like, after Christmas and stuff, is I've now started watching some movies on the infinite list of movies that I haven't seen.
Nice. What
I've
have
watched
you seen?
Annihilation.
Oh, yeah?
And I thought it was good,
I like the
but
body
not
horror.
Great.
It's adapted from a book. Do you know why it's called Annihilation?
No, because I didn't really get the ending that much. It was a bit wacky.
Yeah, the ending... I won't spoil it because it's a very good watch, but I guess if you watch it, you won't even understand what's happening, but it's called Annihilation because in the book, you know how at the start, how they go into like the soap bubble place?
Yeah.
And they just kind of wake up in there?
Soap bubble, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a soap bubble. Do you know how they wake up in there just randomly?
Yeah,
That's because
it's just a funny way.
they've been trained, so when they say annihilation, they like self-destruct, they kill themselves. They have code words. So that's a thing in the book, like they can be put to sleep to like reduce the mental load between transitioning. That's why they just wake up randomly. It's not explained at all in the movie.
No.
But annihilation means like kill yourself. Like it's programmed into them to like kill themselves when they say it. That's why the
at the end that lady like says it.
It's Scully, isn't it? Judy something.
I'm not sure, dude. I don't know anyone.
It's she's like famous, you know.
Yeah, I know her.
Actor.
I only know her as Sam's mum from Atypical.
Okay.
A show on Netflix, which is gonna sound fucking stupid as hell to anyone else, but like, because I don't watch much, I don't know. She's like she's famous movie actor, isn't she? She's not like a TV actor very much.
Yeah.
But I know who you're talking about. She says it at the end. I'm like, wow, she said the thing, and then she like turned into light and then disappeared into the sky.
Mm.
And then a mirrored version of...
She's not Scully, actually.
The girl from Star Wars and from the girl on the train. Is that her? No,
she was in Contact, I think.
She's in lots of fucking things.
Yeah.
No, she was in Annihilation.
Yeah. Jodie Foster, I think that's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jodie Foster. She has a really, like, interesting face. Like, there are actors who... They look like normal American actor dude, but... Jodie Foster, she really has like a very good performance in her face. Like she has a very stern-looking face. So
she does. I agree.
I enjoy seeing her in movies. Is she the one in Annihilation?
Yeah, she's in Annihilation.
It's not coming up like.
I realized again after I just said it. Then like she's the one from Annihilation does not help you if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I was
but
like,
she's the one from
that?
Star Wars, like the new ones.
From the
she's
Star
Rey.
Wars. What?
She's Rey. She's the main character in the new Star Wars movies.
What the fuck
she
are you
is,
talking
isn't she?
about? That's she played like a dead body in CSI.
I don't fucking know.
She has some weird name. Is it Jodie Foster? And this must be like great to listen to if you actually know the actors' names.
This is the fucking worst one ever, man. I should have done more notes on this shit.
It's not apparently. I like misremembered it. Dr. Ventress? I don't know.
Ventress is the one that said Annihilation at the end.
Yeah, she like the one that had the big desk and she was sending people into the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's Jennifer Jason Leigh, apparently.
Right.
She's not Jodie Foster.
She's also not the one who was in
I saw it a while
Star
ago.
Wars.
No, that's the young one. She has like the really square jaw.
Yeah.
I need to look this up now because I do know her name. I just don't like know.
This must be sending Ali off the fucking.
Yeah,
this is a fucking quality episode for her, I think.
Messing with someone I haven't even met before.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure she'll tell me all about it.
Jordy tells me a lot of shit about you that he shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if I want to meet you.
I tell him about your collection of human heads.
Daisy Ridley.
That you have under our bed.
It's Daisy Ridley. She has like a really square jaw.
Oh yeah, that's her.
She literally, her first film appearance was a dead body in CSI.
Well, I mean, you got to start somewhere. You know, you got to work your way up a bit.
Wait, was it though? Yeah, yeah, maybe she was uncredited.
Maybe she was on that list. We watched a video recently of like top 10 actors in the backgrounds of movies that you didn't know was there. We didn't know.
We stopped it because it was fucking cringe.
Well, only because we've already seen it 40 times.
Of course, dude.
And we knew it off by heart. We didn't need to watch it the 41st time.
Dude, we're movie buffs, obviously. We know all this shit.
Everyone knows that me, personally, am a movie buff.
Me, personally?
Yeah.
You do not know that phrase tickles me so much. Have you seen, like,
I don't think I know anything well enough to call myself a buff at anything.
I wouldn't call myself a... Like, buff is just movies, like, in TV shows. Like, I guess music buff, but... I know shit, but I wouldn't.
You know what I mean? Like to call myself.
I'm a computer buff, dude.
A computer buff, dude. I'm not good enough at anything. I'm not.
Don't say that, dude. You're great at shit.
I'm great. Yeah, name one.
I haven't like talked to you in like 3 years.
This is a good episode. This is such a good fucking episode, dude.
Yeah.
I'm out of notes too.
Like you're a very good voice vocalist. I've noticed I don't have like your voice comes across way fucking better on this podcast than mine.
Well, I'll take that.
Like I have a lot of like liquids in my mouth and shit, and a lot of like weird.
Oh man, this is a great day for like people just imagining shit at home.
Yeah, dude, imagine liquids in my mouth.
Imagine yourself surrounded by Tom's spit.
You really do have like good microphone etiquette.
I think I could do some voice acting. I think.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
I would love to do that.
Just do it, like.
Man, I should just make my own Richard and Mortimer.
Richard and Mortimer, yeah.
Called Rex and Noah.
Yeah.
Bring it back, dude.
I really do want to. It was so
we made this. Okay, let's tell everyone. We made.
Are we though? Like, are we gonna tell people about this?
Why not? We worked on it for a little bit. Did we? We made one, right?
Me and Geordie came over one day and he started stroking my thigh very sensually, and he looked me in the eye and he said, "Dude, we've known each other for a while," and he started reaching for my pants and I pushed him away and he said, "Rex and Noah."
All right, that's it.
Okay, no.
And then when that didn't work the first time, I came around the second time.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't know I was there and he was asleep.
Okay.
And I gently pulled the covers down.
Yeah.
Gave him a little kiss on the cheek. Pulled his pants down.
Yeah.
And just grabbed at it, you know?
Yep.
And he thought it was a dream.
Okay.
And then he woke up and he was like, "Oh, why is the bed all sweaty and why? Oh no. Why is my penis erupting like?"
Maybe that's why my bed was like drenched the other.
I was trying to link back to that, but I couldn't think of anything.
Okay,
it helps that you
let's actually talk about Rex and Noah though.
Okay, we wanted to like Tom and I have done so much shit together.
Yeah,
like trying to make
come on.
We've fucked each other a lot.
Yeah.
We've also tried to make a lot of multimedia things.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this is the first that we've like taken very seriously.
Just don't mention the other one because we don't want.
No. Yeah, like the sex stuff that we did. Yeah. Don't mention it. Sorry. Don't look it up on Pornhub.
Yeah. Okay. Go on. Follow that up.
Yeah, we made a show, sort of a show. We made like one episode. It took like a lot. We put a lot of fucking effort into it, called Rex and Noah, and it was I know, and we made it using Gary's mod. And
did we really make anything though? We made like one intro.
We made the full set.
We hadn't. Yeah, we did have an intro.
We made multiple sets, and we like. It was just like so much work to make one episode of it, no matter how long it was. That I think we just sort of gave up on it before. I
remember. Well, we were in school, so
that too. Yeah,
it would literally take us like half a year to make one episode.
Yeah,
so.
like it was a real. I would love. Do you reckon you still have it? I would love to see if
I have everything. Yeah, I literally save everything.
See, this is like Tom is so fucking great. He keeps everything.
Thanks,
like
dude.
he's got like
I have an actual data hoarding issue.
Like I'm never worried that we're gonna lose this because like this I fucking love that we are able to do this, and the fact that like it's just never gonna go anywhere makes me feel much.
Do you know
better.
what I set up for myself last week?
What?
So you might have noticed the podcasts were coming out a tiny bit late, like. They might have come out at like 10 a.m. That's because I would wake up and I'd be like, oh shit, I forgot to like update the RSS feed. So what I did, I was working on other stuff at the same time. I have like called a JBOD, basically connected to my server, which is like an R610 if you guys know what that means. It's a bunch of disks. It literally stands for just a bunch of disks, and I have like a 4 terabyte, a 6 terabyte, and all that. And I was storing all my data on like OneDrive, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna fix this. So I have a script that runs every night that backs up shit. And I thought, like, while I was doing that, I have like a script that I can edit the podcast, upload everything, and then at exactly midnight it'll like copy it all over. So
that's awesome.
As well as setting up backups, you know, I like automating that kind of shit.
So now the podcast will come out at exactly
1 second.
Nice.
Like on the morning.
And speaking of, we should definitely bring this up again. If you guys want to talk to us, go and join our Discord.
Yep, Clown Roleplay.
Clown Roleplay.
Yeah.
Yep. Show us your Clussy.
I'm Clussy, Geordie.
Clussy, sorry.
Clussy. Degenerate.
Well, sorry, dude.
Did you like that video I sent you?
It was terrifying.
I'm gonna find the name.
I don't know why, but I watched it like 3 times because I think my brain had to compute it.
Yeah,
my brain had to like.
I had to watch it over and over again.
Like I had to really take. I don't know how the fuck Tom has this ability to just find like the fucking best videos ever. I don't know how he does it.
I've
but
had
like
it in my entire life. Like literally since I've known you, I've sent
fucking
you.
known him, like I've received the strangest fucking videos that like I'll still like go back and remember them every now and then. And I'm like, why do I know this? How does anyone know this? And I would love to like, do you reckon the people who make these videos make them purely so that like certain people will find them and they'll just be like inside jokes?
Half of them are ironic, half of them are edits that just don't have very much attention. Like I'll either find them from like searching shit related. There's one Reddit called Deep Into YouTube that has kind of it's not like premium shit, but it has like under
surface level.
Yeah, under 100,000 view stuff, but most of it I just find by like searching, or I'll just literally come across it watching some obscure like tech review
like,
kind of thing.
It'll probably end up being like your recommended and shit by now as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's fucking awesome.
So this video that we're talking about is called Clussy Daddy by Japanese Waifu.
So everyone go look that up, and then immediately after you've watched that, think of the beetle in the box and get real philosophical with yourself. And then...
I've missed you. Where have you been? You know what they say about big feet, right? Yeah.
To find out more, visit that video. I want
straight up
everyone
sounds
to get
like porn, doesn't it?
everyone to like smoke a fat bowl, eat 6 mushrooms,
Yep.
whole,
Just regular mushrooms like cups, you know, or portobello.
eat 6 shiitake mushrooms,
Shiitake,
and
okay.
just watch that video and get real philosophical with your bad self. I want you to really think about your existence today.
That's your homework for next week.
That's your homework for next week. And you can tell us all about it on the Discord, which you can find by searching the Split View Podcast on YouTube. Look for the channel, the cover art that you're used to. It's not a very big YouTube channel at the moment, so you will have to go looking for it in the channel links there.
And, like I said last week, I'm doing streaming at Tom Goff or not Tom Goff. I think it's just Tom Goff on Twitch.
You should probably check.
Yeah, no, it is. Twitter,
Goff.
there was not that. I think I registered it like 10 years ago.
That is Gough. You probably know that anyway.
So
look
Tom...
that up. Watch him. He's beautiful. You can watch his beautiful face. I don't know if he's going to show his face or not.
Oh yeah, I have a face cam. I'm doing programming on my game engine, and I'm doing editing of the podcast
tell him about
live.
that.
You know, it's one of those things.
Surprised.
I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's very exciting anyway.
Yeah.
So, if you would like to see Tom some more, which everyone does, let's face it, go see his beautiful face. There's a reason I call him the beautiful Tom.
You might be shocked by my appearance.
Yeah, because of how fucking attractive you are.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about all I have to say for this. It's probably a short one, is it? What are we at, like 30 minutes or something?
15 minutes.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fucking kerfuffle in this
length.
episode. All right.
I was talking to my cousin. My cousin has a podcast called I feel bad about misremembering. It's called GMM or GOM. I'll just find it on Spotify real quick. My cousin's been doing a podcast for about like 5 years, something. It's
5
called
years. Wow.
Gears and Beers, the unashamedly unprofessional automotive podcast. He has 130 episodes.
Wow.
He's on Spotify and all that, and he has like really nice audio. But we were talking on text, I guess, or Messenger, and he was saying he has an issue that he can't like last that long. God, that sounds bad. He can't get to his format is half an hour where he talks about automotive news and all that kind of stuff, and it's Australian comedy. But he was saying that he struggles to get to half an hour. And I was like, yeah, not to gloat, but we have the opposite problem.
Yeah.
We have to watch to make sure not to go over 1 hour.
Yeah. Not that that matters. Like, if there's not like a...
It's hard listening to, like, a podcast over an hour, though. Like, it is.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And I do know for a fact that Jared, my lovely friend who is in the Air Force, he has to drive 16 hours back to the base on the 10th, and he's going to listen to every episode on the way there. So I'd like to wish him good luck. And try not to drive into a wall.
Yep.
Because we don't talk about nice things very often. So, you know.
Don't jiggle the steering wheel from laughing too hard.
Yeah, because of all the hilarity that ensues from me being stupid. Thank you all for listening. Next week we will maybe do something special because it's our 10th episode, but probably not.
Probably not, though.
Probably not.
Probably just talk about random shit again.
Probably just talk about random shit. But hey, it's exciting for me to know that we've been doing this for 10 weeks now.
Yeah,
well, 9
weeks
today.
already.
But like, you know, that's wild for me already. We have we've done 9 of these. That's whack.
Yeah.
It's like 9 hours pretty much. Not really, but
got into a good cycle, so you know we can do them pretty
it's good
quick.
fun. Still loving it. Still enjoying it. Monday's your favorite day of the week, dude. So we will see you all next week. Don't forget to check out the Discord, have a chat with us, and we'll see you then.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye.